Hi guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is 𝗍𝗵𝗂𝗧 here. Today, I have started a small show kind of thing called the Video Diaries, which is what you are about to watch. There are 8 episodes in the show, and I would like to preface by saying everything in the show is fictional and is purely for entertainment purposes, and entertainment purposes only. I hope you guys enjoy it and have fun watching.
Missing someone with all your missing someone.
Life has been more chaotic than ever. Hello, camera, is me, Rachel, on the brink of another mental breakdown. Talked with Alex. He has absolutely no clue who's leaving the notes or what's going on, really. However, he did say that it wasn't threatening. He is moving. He's moving to Colorado, so he's switching school soon. So that's what it meant by the entire Alex will always be around. I did not tell him I had a crush on him. I don't know if I was too scared or what, but I did not tell him. Everything's been wild. Whoa, I don't know where to begin. Well, so I technically already have begun. It's only been a couple days, but everything's been crazy. I'm just trying to put a strong face on. I don't even know for who. For myself, I guess. Okay. I got back after the diner, and Kaylin, she's moving out. She moved out. She literally had all of her stuff packed in the car, and she was like, yeah, so sorry I didn't tell you before. That's why my room has been so empty. I'm moving. That's why I was getting rid of stuff. It kind of came as a surprise. I don't know why. Like, I should have expected it, and a part of me is mad that I didn't expect it, but a part of me is also mad that she didn't give me more of a warning when she knows just how much I'm going through. But a part of me is also jealous because I wish I could be leaving instead of her. Must be great to be a college student instead of a high school one, right? I won't be sour over it though. I can't be. The more I do that, the more I will think about my old emotions and blame myself for every single inconvenience that's ever come to my life. Just like I blame myself for the fact that Matt is dead, because in reality, he wouldn't have died if I didn't want to run away so badly. If I never gave him that stupid idea, he would be alive. He would. So, and maybe I do deserve to get arrested for being an accomplice, because I did tell him to leave the house that night, which is technically accomplishing a crime because he got murdered. So I am technically guilty. The deputy, he came to the house with a warrant, which you know what that means. He searched it. He now has all of the notes that I got from my locker. Asked me where I got them, and I told him I got most of them at my locker except the one that I'd found at the treehouse. And he asked me why I hadn't told him this, and my mom was, as usual, mad, but this time she was mad at me for not telling anyone, which I suppose was deserved. I can't care about it though. I literally can't be bothered to care. So I won't. Mom and Dad, they're still fighting. It's been way worse. They won't talk to each other at dinner. They just talk to each other through me. Rachel, can you ask your father to pass me the ranch? Dad, can you pass the ranch? Here's the ranch. Rachel, can you ask your mother that if she needs something, she can talk to me? Mom, Dad wants you to know. Oh, I heard him! Okay, I get it, Mom. You heard him. Then why not fucking reply to him instead of getting upset with me? I'm sorry. I'm getting mad at an inanimate object. I feel like my mother has injected all of her anger into me. Maybe that's why we don't get along. I think I've just figured out everything. I just figured out what my counselor has been trying to figure out. Like that. Snap. So cool. That was fast. Anyways, so the deputy took all of my notes. I no longer have any locker notes. So I wasn't too bothered by this because I was like, oh, I'll get another note. I haven't gotten another note since. It's like they know. What if it was the deputy? That seems unrealistic. Who would start a note with XO? I don't know anyone in the world, except for maybe Ella. I still think it's Ella. Alex was unconvinced that it was Ella. He doesn't think that she could get violent, and he doesn't think that she was the one who killed Matt. Maybe I was jumping the gun with the murder thing, but I definitely think that she would send me inconspicuous notes through my locker and then stalk me to find my treehouse. I don't know. It seems likely. But anyways, back to my parents and my amazing life at home. Family for life, guys. Guys, there is nobody. Nobody. My dad finally had a full-fledged conversation with me. And I don't know if it was a normal one. I don't even know what a normal conversation with him is anymore. He just came in, and then he sat on my bed, and he was like, you must be feeling a lot of emotions. And I was like, I'm mostly mad. And he said he understood that. He said he was mad too. I said I could tell. Then he apologized for being so mad. And he apologized for being so distant. I said sorry too, because I am sorry. I miss being close with my dad. He was once my best friend in the Daisy trio for life, even though he technically isn't our friend because he's my dad. But I am sorry that I'm not close to him and that I didn't try to be close to him. And he said he was sorry for not trying to be close with me either, so that was nice. And then he said no matter what happened, how I felt, or if I did ever successfully run away, that he was always one call away, and that he would not get as mad at me as my mom gets. I said, that is why I prefer you over Mom. He told me to not repeat that, but he would remember that. It was a weird conversation. I realize that now, that I'm like repeating the conversation and going through everything, that it's not just weird because he hasn't talked to me in so long, but it was just a weird conversation for us to have in general. I think he feels bad because of all the arguments him and Mom have gone into, but I guess it's kind of karma because me and Mom used to get in arguments all the time too. Now it's just reversed. She's mad at Dad instead of me. I've never seen her mad at Dad before. I've seen her disagree with Dad. I've seen her not like what Dad had to say. I've seen her get angry, even irritated, even been like, why are you saying this? Why are you doing this? I've never seen her scream at him or throw things across the room because of things he said or storm out of the house. she made him sleep on the couch last night. He said he didn't, but I knew he did. He had 2 bottles of water on the floor, empty, a blanket, pillows. And I said, "Did you sleep out here?" And he was like, "No, of course not." I don't know if he realizes I'm too old for him to lie to me. I turned 17 in a couple days. It feels really weird to be almost 17, and yet I can't think of one good thing to do. I feel like most people have like a really fun 17th birthday, even though mine is super weird. It's already weird because it's like you have your sweet 16, and then like you have your big 18th, and you're finally an adult. But turning 17, that's just like this weird in-between point of like being a teenager and being an adult. And I don't even have any close friends to celebrate it with. I wish I could celebrate it with Matt or Daisy. And the difference between Matt and Daisy is that Daisy is alive. But another difference between Matt and Daisy is probably the fact that Daisy definitely does not want to talk to me. I don't know that. She might. I could try, but what would I say? "Hey, Daisy, you remember me? I'm Rachel. Everyone thinks I'm a murderer, but we could hang out if you wanted." I'm not gonna talk to her. That's ridiculous. I'm not talking to her. I thought about it, I realized I don't want to do it, and I'm not gonna do it now that I've thought it out. It's a horrible idea. The entire idea to start off with was absolutely blasted horrible. Horrible idea. I just wish I had something to get my life, to get my mind off my life. To get my life off my mind is what I was about to say. I wish I could also get my life off my mind. Technically works. Statement. I've tried writing. I've officially given up on trying to pay attention in class. I now just doodle on the side columns of my lined paper. It's much more entertaining, and then I think about all the possibilities of what the heck is going on. What are my parents doing? Why did my dad sleep on the couch? Why didn't my mom sleep on the couch? Like, she's the instigator of all of this. If she wasn't so mad at me for attempting to run away, maybe she wishes it was me too. I bet she does. My mom loves Matt. I mean, my dad did too, but maybe my mom is so mad at me because I'm here. I came home and Matt didn't. She always compared me to him. Why can't you be passionate like Matt? Why can't you go and make friends like Matt? He makes friends. No wonder she's so mad. I don't know what else the deputy took from our house other than the notes. He searched every single room, top to bottom, scouring for anything. He took like a bag of stuff with him. He was like, "This is evidence," and I was like, "What is happening?" He probably still thinks I'm an accomplice, which I technically am. It was my idea to run away after all. Ella probably hates me. Everyone at school hates me. Every single person. And I just wish I could get one of them to stop. I wish I could get the looks to stop. I wish I could get teachers to shut up. I wish I didn't even have to go in the first place, because it's dumb and it's actually kind of pointless, and I don't understand anything we're being taught. And it's not just because I haven't been paying attention, it's just because it's stupid. Like, geometry is dumb. I've always thought it was dumb. That's why I was gonna drop out, because high school's horrible. It's so horrible, and I think I could amount to something great, but I feel like high school is pulling me back, and in a technical way, my mom's anger is holding me back too, because I'm so stressed out about everything happening at home, and nothing would be going on at home if she wasn't so angry. She wasn't screaming and shouting and sobbing and throwing things all the time and throwing food at people. Caitlin wouldn't have moved out. My dad wouldn't have slept on the couch. And maybe the deputy wouldn't have come. Maybe someone gave a report. Maybe someone was like, oh, you should check on the Roberts family. I've been hearing a lot of yelling. What if that happened? What if he's not just getting evidence for the murder case? Like, he said he was, but like, can't he legally lie to us? Like, does he actually have to tell us why he's searching the house? Something weird is going on. I don't know what to do. I have no clue what to do. I've never been so lost in my entire life. I could talk to Daisy. That's always a solution. It's not really a solution. It's like a piece. Like, let's put some into geometry terms. I guess you do use geometry in real life. It's like the equation. It's not the answer. But the equation could be the answer. Maybe it's a question that's like, what is the equation? And the equation is Daisy. Or maybe I'm just utterly lonely because my best friend was murdered. I failed my plan to run away, wasted money on bus tickets. My mom has me on super watch, and I am utterly lonely. It's probably that. Had to put a reality filter for a second, I guess. My therapist doesn't help. I think I should just get rid of her, honestly. I can't do that though. I'm not the one in charge. I should just start lying during my sessions. I'm all better. I don't think about Matt at all. I'm feeling so much better. I hope we just find who his murderer is. Thumbs up. Smile. Would you believe that if you were my therapist, Mr. Camera? Would you believe that? He always sleeps when I talk. That's how I feel about the world. Like, the world is just in a giant happy nap, and I'm the only one awake. Like I'm the horse, and they're the ones sleeping in the wagon, and they're all like, oh, I'm so happy, we have so much food, and it's so warm, and I'm sweating, I'm dying, someone help me. But they can't understand me, because I'm a stupid horse, and I'm just going, nay, nay, and they're like, this horse talks too much, we don't like it. And then they're like, that horse is weird. And then I'm like, these mean people in the wagon. See, I think I am understanding my lessons. That was straight from history. Boom, from the mind. I don't need high school, and high school doesn't need me. But if I try to run away again, I risk getting caught, or 2, getting murdered, since apparently that's an answer to running away. I still want to know how they knew. You know, before I said I didn't think I could talk to Matt's murderer, I think I could. And once I do, I actually want to talk with them one-on-one. I'd go to their jail cell and everything, pick up that phone thing and be like, so, why did you do it? How did you know? Why did you let me get the blame? Because they have to hate me too. They hate me, but not enough to kill me. And I don't know if that's worse. I never understood what the meaning of life was, and I never had a set plan for the future. I just knew that I wanted to get the hell out of Florida. Matt knew. He wanted to live. He wanted to get married, live in New York, die in New York, eat, sleep, Broadway, repeat. He wanted to go to parties and experience fun New York life. He had dreams and goals and plans. It's not necessarily that I don't want to live, it's just that I also don't want to live. Not without Matt, and that's not in like a romantic way. Matt and I, we look like siblings. It's scary. He kind of looks like the guy version of me. But I know that it should have been him who made it to New York. He deserved everything, like the world. I've never seen a person as ambitious and driven as him, and I envied that in him 100%. I loved Matt. He was family to me, closer to me than my actual family. Even Kaylin, I love her, but she feels like a stranger to me most days. I don't know how to talk to her. She's now gone, so I really won't know how to talk to her. She's nice and I care about her, but I don't know if she'd care about me if we weren't family. I don't know if I'd care about her if we weren't family. And maybe that's the worst part of it all. But I wish she didn't leave. And I wish it was me instead of Matt. I'm gonna end this diary entry, whatever. I think it's obvious why.